buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Ewing. Here's Dumars. Pass to Pippen. Lets the three fly. No luck on that one. And he's going for the lob. Antetokounmpo outside. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Pippen. For three. O'Neal pulls it in. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in game one.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Boston Celtics. So with Love on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got James. Wembanyama is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Here's Chamberlain, and the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Leonard, rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And George, here we go. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Davis setting the pick for Doncic from deep three-point land. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Outside, Davis. Jacks up a three.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
Chamberlain with the basket.
Well, they missed their first four shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Leonard. Rodman with a screen on Havlicek. Leonard the pass to Rodman. Back to Leonard. Doncic with the steal. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Knocks it loose. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And here now the Kings. LeBron kicks to Rodman. Pass to George. From deep. Havlicek with the rebound. Payton against Leonard. Payton dishes to Davis. On the wing, Doncic. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
James, the pass to Wembanyama. The shot by George, wide open. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the Celtics. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Doncic. And Stockton subbed in for Gary Payton. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Davis. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Chamberlain. Just 5 to shoot. Over Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Kicks it out to James. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And some changes here for the Kings. Kevin Love comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Drexler in for George. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. LeBron passes to Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the evening. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
In the corner, Wilkins with it. Back to Chamberlain. Here's down low. He's covered by Leonard. Pierce kicks to Chamberlain. 4 on the shot clock. Stockton from outside. Rebounded by Drexler. And it's Drexler with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 1. Pass to LeBron. 1:39 left in the first quarter. Back to Drexler. Here's Love from the arc. Sacramento again missing. And Boston has possession. Wilkins, the pass to Chamberlain. Pierce with it. He's covered by Leonard. Offensive rebound. Here's Gilmore. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Wembanyama finds Drexler. And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That is his first foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Wilkins surveying the defense. Stockton with no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Stockton almost impossible to guard in the pick and roll. When he gets a little daylight, he is always ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Love. Still without a basket. Back to LeBron. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. A wide open look for Drexler. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Gilmore. 6 to shoot. Chamberlain a screen. Stockton can't get it to go. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
They've got Wilkins. John Stockton out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Davis, and it's Gilmore in at the 5, down low. That's the Boston 5. Now George, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And here's Leonard from 3, and the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
You set him up, more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Stockton passes to Gilmore. Doncic feeling it out with the floater. Rebound by the Kings. Rose goes in.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Boston.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
It's Wilkins on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard against Wilkins. Gilmore, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
The Celtics making a switch here. Havlicek is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. James is checked in. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Celtics with possession here. 7-point differential. Pass to Doncic. Over George. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
George against Doncic. Rodman with a screen on Doncic. And George, here we go. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Doncic outside. Pass to Gilmore. Havlicek outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 for Doncic. Boston again missing.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Rodman sets the screen for George. And that one is good. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Stockton's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Drexler's checked in. Doncic left side. Over Drexler. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
James left side. Wembanyama outside. Up top, Leonard. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. Doncic passes to Stockton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Doncic against Drexler. They need this one. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Outside Leonard. Rodman looking it over. From deep three-point territory. Leonard no luck. Celtics trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Wilkins is checked in for the Celtics. The Kings also with the sub. Kevin Love's checked in for Dennis Rodman. Kings leading now by 4. 1:58 left in the first half. Wembanyama sets a screen for James. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
You know, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Pass to Gilmore. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Wilkins dishes to Doncic. Busted. No good that time either.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Wembanyama sets a screen for LeBron. Pass to Love. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's an 8-point Kings lead.
And the physical defense, not enough to stop Love. He's just too strong down low.
Davis, the pass to Wilkins. Lets it go from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Love outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Doncic passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kings leading now by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Doncic kicks to Stockton. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Stockton outside. Here's Gilmore. With 1 on the clock. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Sacramento Kings.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
Celtics trail by 3. So with Rose on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Paul George is out there with James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Rodman in at the 4-man position. Now here's George. After Luka Doncic's miss. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds now tonight. Chamberlain with a screen on George. The 3-ball from Doncic.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Rodman with a screen on Doncic. Rodman in the post. Davis is on it. Rodman, no luck. And it's Davis with the ball for the Celtics. Here's Havlicek. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Rodman outside. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Doncic outside. Here's Chamberlain. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Wembanyama. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Pass to Payton. Doncic outside. 3-pointer. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Kings trailing. Rodman outside. Payton against LeBron. Pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Rodman. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Nice D from Doncic. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Havlicek. No good from outside. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Sacramento making some changes. Love check in for Rodman, and it's Drexler in for George. Leonard against Havlicek. Davis with a screen on Leonard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Havlicek's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Drexler. Rebounded by the Celtics. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Havlicek. Payton outside. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Celtics. Doncic comes in for Wilkins. And both free throws good for Payton. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Drexler, out left to the wing. Sacramento moving it around. Leonard the pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen. LeBron, no luck. The Celtics with the lead. Payton kicks to Doncic. The 3. And James pulls it down.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Love from the arc. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Doncic outside. Chamberlain with a screen on Drexler. And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. So it's Sacramento now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Payton passes to Chamberlain and stolen by LeBron. Pass to Drexler. Nice D from Doncic. Boston trailing. Puts up a deep 3.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Here's Payton. The Kings getting the bucket. 34 seconds left in the third. And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by James. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. Drexler. An easy 2 points on the layup. Drexler's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Drexler against Doncic. Showing his strength.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Luka Doncic, Dominique Wilkins out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Stockton, and it's Gilmore in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. And it's blocked, and they'll get another chance. And the basket by Rose.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
And here's Wilkins from the arc. Love grabs the board. Love's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Rodman with a screen on Stockton. Rodman in the post, guarded by Chamberlain. Block it 4. Rose, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Gilmore passes to Chamberlain. Looks for Stockton, gets it to him. A floater. Rebound by Ron Artest. Kings leading now by 5. Over in the corner, Rose. Over Stockton. Rose, no good. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Boston. Floats one. Rebound by Drexler. And here now the Kings. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. It's on Luka Doncic. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Celtics trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stockton passes to Chamberlain. Over Wembanyama. Boston again missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Leonard against Havlicek. Leonard the pass to Rodman. Back to Leonard. Launches it. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Chamberlain a screen. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from John Havlicek.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
Timeout, Sacramento.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Peyton, he's checked in for Stockton. And then for Sacramento, Paul George comes in for Clyde Drexel. And James subbed in for Derrick Rose. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got them pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Rodman dishes to James. Over Peyton. That one rolling around and rims out.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Chamberlain shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Leonard looking around. Pass to George. And he banks in the layup. And the Kings lead by 3.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Havlicek right side. Yep, that one goes in there. Havlicek's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. 10 points for Paul George.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Here's Chamberlain. And again, it's Boston converting.
Man, that they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for them.
No question. He has the combination of size and skill to get his shot in these high-leverage moments.
Here's Havlicek. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
To the inside. The shot's good by Chamberlain.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
LeBron kicks to Leonard. The kick out to LeBron. From deep, George. Boston grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now here's Doncic to take the lead. He can't get it to go. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the deep.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
To the middle. Chamberlain down low. Wembanyama on him. Peyton looking around. He's off. from 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
Busted. No good that time either. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player